The biggest and happiest news about the Avatar live-action series was that the original creators of the animated series, Michael Dante DiMartino and Brian Konietzko, were going to take part in the creation of the show.
But what was even bigger news was their sudden refusal to participate in the project when fans thought everything was settled.
Oh no, this is clearly not good, Mr. Scoffer. DiMartino and Konietzko participating in a project based on their own animated series kinda guaranteed that we would get the best result possible. Let's figure out what exactly went wrong from the very beginning.
All right, Mr. Fullylover. So, the original creators decided to leave the live-action series project in June 2020, and on August 12th, Michael Dante DiMartino posted an open letter on his blog in which he commented on his departure from the team.
What did it say?
DiMartino wrote, "In a joint announcement for the series, Netflix said that it was committed to honoring our vision for this retelling and to supporting us in creating the series. And we expressed how excited we were for the opportunity to be at the helm. Unfortunately, things did not go as we had hoped."
But what exactly went wrong?
He didn't indicate specific reasons. He only said, "I realized I couldn't control the creative direction of the series, but I could control how I responded. So I chose to leave the project."
By the way, his friend and colleague, executive producer Brian Konietzko, wrote on his Instagram shortly, "The general handling of the project created what I felt was a negative and unsupportive environment. Whatever it is, it sounds bad."
That's true. The only thing that appeases fans somewhat is that both creators don't want to give up work on the Avatar universe, and they are still thinking in which direction to develop the story.
Oh, that's a relief. But what about the show itself?
Well, other members of the animated series team were also invited to the project. For example, composer Jeremy Zuckerman, and it doesn't seem like he's left the project.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Moreover, Dante Basco, the actor who gave us the voice of Prince Zuko, recently confirmed that Netflix had invited him to the team. But he was called not as an actor, but as a consultant, and it is not yet clear whether he agreed or not.
I hope we find out for sure soon. And by the way, what about the other voice actors? Will they take any part in the creation of the series?
I'm afraid not. On the same day as DiMartino posted an open letter on his blog, Greg Baldwin, the voice of Uncle Iroh, commented on Twitter. He said, "I don't know if I trust Netflix to create a decent adaptation of ATLA without the creative vision or input of its creators. I worked at studios for many years. Once the suits weigh in on a project and start pissing on it to justify their jobs, everything goes to shit."
Wow! Tough, but also kinda true. Also, recently the Avatar voice actors reunited at a meeting with Stage It, and they spoke out on the Netflix project, among other things. D. Bradley Baker, who voiced Appa and Momo, said that he simply didn't see any options in which the new show could surpass the original.
Yes, and Olivia Huck, who voiced Ty Lee, added that they are especially confused by the direct nature of the adaptation, where the authors aren't adding anything new, but are simply repeating the plot of the animated series. In her opinion, this seems like an extra initiative.
And their position sounds sensible. They have reason to doubt the success of the series. The same meeting was attended by the voice acting director, Andrea Romano. She recalled the Avatar film by M. Night Shyamalan, where the filmmakers refused to listen to the advice of the creators of the animated series. And as a result, the project was, in her words, a complete disappointment. It's hard to disagree with her.
After all, the film The Last Airbender did not live up to the costs, expectations, and epicness assigned to it. Poorly filmed, poorly adapted, and absolutely humorless.
And the acting was far from good, to be honest.
Like many times before, instead of working out the mistakes and plot holes of the original, the creators of the remake reworked the original material's best parts into a disaster. Why? Just why?
Yeah, Netflix adaptations have already become a meme. Haters of this streaming service still recall the movie Death Note and the Witcher series.
No wonder Avatar fans have a few dark theories of their own on what the problems of the creators of the live-action series might be. A good example is one of Fandom Wire articles, after which Netflix was swept by a wave of discontent.
But what was the article about?
There were three main thoughts. First, the budget. The creators asked for a larger amount, Netflix didn't want to meet them. Second, the actors. DiMartino and Konietzko insisted on the complete absence of white actors, while Netflix wanted to allow their presence in the series. And third, the whole atmosphere. Netflix wanted to make the main characters older and make a darker and more mature show, with romance, sex, and gore. Brian and Michael insisted that the characters should remain children, and the adaptation itself was planned with children in mind.
All these theories sound like something that could actually happen, especially the last one. Netflix already did that with Winx and Riverdale.
The second point also sounds quite realistic. The creators clearly wanted to avoid casting mistakes after the issues of The Last Airbender. But still, most likely, none of these theories are true. No one has confirmed that such disagreements really existed, and we never got the source of these theories.
In the end, DiMartino himself wished good luck to those who are currently working on the series. So we just have to wait for the Avatar live-action series release to find out what the issues with the original creators might have been.
What do you think about the upcoming series? Are you looking forward to it? Or would you rather rewatch the old animated series?
Let us know in the comments.
And don't forget to subscribe to Cartoon Junkies.